Welcome back, everybody. Go ahead, Jay.
I was going to ask, how'd the emergency TTCF meeting go?
It was awesome.
Where were you, Jason? Jay, excuse me. Sleeping? You missed the Tattooed Chef earnings because you were tired?
Mm-hmm.
That's something you can't miss, Jay.
Considering how little importance it has on my life, yes, it is.
It's everything. I live and breathe Tattooed Chef. It's a company that's going to make my YouTube channel explode.
Bro, you don't know how hard I was laughing at those comments that were arguing with you in that video you did, where they're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't understand macroeconomics. It's like, what do you guys not understand red herrings or logical fallacies? Like, you can understand nothing about economics and be a good stock picker.
Yeah, you don't have to understand the macro environment to look at that 10% gross margin and increasing negative operating cash flows and be a little concerned about the company's survival. I don't know. Maybe I'm a moron.
Well, it was. I also didn't need a degree because I don't have a degree in economics. I also didn't need a degree in macroeconomics to understand when Fabio was explaining to me some of the things that he found out about Intel and how those are going to be a massive problem going forward. You know, it's like, dude, like he's an accountant. He's not right for, understanding a stock. All he knows is accounting.
Yeah, well, what does accounting have to do with securities analysis? God, you guys are stupid. These people, man, like, they always say accountants are bad investors. I mean, and that may be true because there's probably a lot of accountants that just know how to read financials but don't. But at the end of the day, you have the tools. You have the tools.
Yeah, it's the bean counter ones.
The other thing they said was, look, VT only returned 7%. And they were mocking that 7% return. And I wish I was sitting across from somebody and go, do you know what Warren Buffett's stated goal is? 8 to 12%. He's actually said that.
Yeah, so VT's had ever since I started investing, because I'm such a genius investor, VT has had almost just under a 10% compounded annual return since I started investing, which is freaking awesome compared to the average person. I've got the returns of the market, but they think, they're like, whoa, somebody else bought Tesla, so they made more than you. It's like, okay, yeah, that's going to happen when you buy an index. Somebody's always going to get more lucky than you, but if you get a 10% compounded annual return, you're crushing it.
Yeah, well, dude, there's this on top of it. A lot of them, if they were smarter, what they would actually argue is that the S&P returned 14% over the past 10 years versus VT's 10. But again, I would say if somebody brought that up, all I would say is, okay, well, wait till international stocks outperform U.S. stocks. And that happens.
Which is never.
Yeah, you hear Cole, the ape's son. Apparently, Ape Father has another child we never knew about, a love child.
Yeah, I was actually, I know a lot of people were shocked when they found out he had a son because everyone assumed nobody would ever fuck him.
Oh, God.
Nah, dude, I didn't assume nobody. I mean, there's some beasts out there that get it done.
Goddamn beast.
But no, Chris, what I was saying is, if they were even smarter, they would have came back with that knowledge and said, oh, well, it's a stupid argument, but, well, the S&P outperformed you by 4 percentage points over the past 10 years. What do you know?
It's true. I've underperformed the S&P. I guess I'm going to be poor the rest of my life.
Chris, I told you I needed to brush my hair. Look at this comment.
There's some questions for you. Jason, marketer, by the way, on index funds.
Forget the index.
Oh, we have a question. I only answer $100 super chats, by the way, everybody. So would like to know more about index fund investing. Hope you guys can explain what's the difference between VT and VTI. VT has basically every stock in the world at market cap weight. So the larger companies are more represented. The smaller ones are less represented. The entire world. That includes the US. So VTI is just the US. Now, if you buy VT, you're basically buying VTI. About 60% of your portfolio will be in VTI, and the rest will be in international stocks. So VTI is just a subset. Think of it as like a child of VT. VT is the whole world. Boom.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, like what I would say about it is like either one of them, you're not going to get an argument out of me about it.
Hold on, I got some more grift money. Hold on.
We didn't even prove it yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check my account 100-fold. I better see a nice shiny gray bar for my book sales. I'm gonna check right now.
I think that guy's profile picture was just actually Jeremy's dad.
Ooh, okay, somebody bought an ebook today. Ooh. Look at those tendies, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna get so rich off you people. Woo!
And what's the ticker symbol for your publishing company?
SDC.
Is it TTCF?
Sucking dick club. What's up, Fabio? You haven't talking.
Well, no, I mentioned well, I'm a little tired. I'm a little bit sun dried, I guess, because I just came back from the.
Yeah, he's too busy driving his Tesla. Sorry, guys.
Fabio, were you drinking today?
No alcohol, just water.
It's okay if you were. Save this for my crypto account. Yeah, hey, if y'all got crypto, just give it to me, okay? I will convert it to a better currency. Trust me.
You missed out on your when you decided to live stream because he just donated his entire Luna account to you. If you had streamed 2 days ago, that would have been like $1 million.
Luna, that was brutal.
Dave, I told you $100 minimum to get an answer. Okay, you're lucky.
Bro, how hard were you guys laughing when you woke up and you saw that stupid Luna token had dropped by like 90%?
I have never seen the chart says minus 100%. I've never seen that.
Dude, I just woke up and I was like, I looked at that like crypto implosion on my phone as I rolled out of bed, and I was like, God, I hope this turns into just brutality in the crypto market.
You know, there's this genius on YouTube that said crypto could go to zero in an instant. And then it happened.
Was that one?
I need to start selling courses, man.
I think anybody with a working brain who understands that, you know, there's no cash flows for crypto. I think they understood that. Really who I think is left in the market are people that bought when it was like $50,000 for like Bitcoin, for example.
Yeah, they're just holding on and hopefully trying to recuperate their money.
Yeah, that's what I think's all in the market now. Because I've read a couple of articles, also listening to my guilty pleasure Peter Schiff on this subject. He said the whales and all the speculators have moved on, and I agree with him. There's a lot I disagree with, but I think he's right on the crypto market. I think it's just people desperate.
Well, I don't think Peter Schiff is stupid. I just think he shills gold for his own personal gain. He probably doesn't like gold either.
I had a question for Mr. Fabio over there. Andre stated pretty definitively on his Friday video that it was somebody attacked Luna basically and forced it to crash. Do you know any? I've heard rumors. Do we know that's definitive that happened?
I wouldn't say. I don't know if it's definitive. I'm assuming you're also he probably got it from some Reddit thread because I saw some Reddit thread claiming I think it was like Blackstone or same thing. Yeah.
yeah, same thing, huh?
But it was like Blackstone or was it BlackRock and Citadel, this famous Citadel. That's what's going around.
Whoa, that's an NFT right there.
How much you pay for that? Only Clubber Lang, $10,000.
It's actually Flavio.
Flavio.
That'd be a good way.
Yeah, dude. This comment, I forgot. Michael Saylor still is desperately holding on to Bitcoin, hoping his company doesn't implode once he gets margin called.
I saw what MicroStrategy's stock did over the last 2 years, but I had no idea that. I just saw the stock chart for during the tech bubble in 2000, where it went from like $20 to like $3,000 and then crashed in 2001.
All right, real quick. I know you didn't give me $100, but I'll answer.
You throw it in, and I'm going to throw in my opinion because I think they're going to be almost the exact same.
Yeah, well, see, the L fund is literally designed to get more conservative as you get older. So if you buy the L fund, it slowly transitions over to bonds. So it's a one-stop shop. So that's my thoughts. You can just buy a fund that approximates your retirement age and let it ride and don't look at it.
Yeah, you could do that, or the S fund.
What is
fund.
SGD?
If you do, hold on. If you do like 80% C fund, 20% S fund, you'll approximate the total U.S. market, anyways. But with the TSP, man, just throw it in some. If you go super conservative with your options that are in the TSP, you're going to lose a lot of money when you go to. If you have a long time horizon, you're going to have a lot less money. Like if you stick that money in the G fund, you'll lose millions of dollars over a 40-year career.
Oh, it's Singaporean dollars.
Yeah, you got about 216.
Man, how mad do you think Mike Stathas is right now?
Oh. No, we're not going there.
Fabio, you got to tell me the story.
Oh,
I wasn't there for the whole stream. You apparently you pissed him off a little bit. What happened?
Yeah, so I used a separate account and I won't reveal which one because but I use an account. You guys already know which account it is, and he got mad at that account.
What did you say?
Well, if I say exactly what I said, it reveals which account it was. But I said something along the lines of, he has not advised anything in his life. And he got really mad.
Well, he does charge $1,000 an hour for consultation. So I mean that you could count that as advice.
Yeah. No, that was he started.
Sorry.
Oh, whose ringtone is that?
That's
BP went saucy on that live stream. I saw him going after echoes from above. The things he said, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I didn't know you could say that on YouTube.
No, then he deleted his comment.
I mean, if you're a small channel, you can say anything you want, probably.
Oh, he made some sort of off the cuff remark about echoes from above enjoying rap.
Well, somebody brought up Patrick Bet David from Valuetainment, and Mike went off about how he's a ghetto thug and talks like a rapper. So I don't know.
I mean, Mike
Patrick Bet?
Yeah,
he's a used car salesman.
He is
like personality.
Or a rapper, I can't tell.
Like a rapper.
A rapper, I can't tell the difference between.
Dude, I've watched a bunch of his interviews because he had on like an interesting guest like George St. Pierre, which in that case, I don't really care about the interview. That does not speak like he's a wannabe rapper. Mike Stathas is an idiot.
Did you see? I forgot who was there. I think both of y'all. Hold on. I think both of y'all were in the stream, and I always try to make fun of Mike, but he thinks it's genuine, and he actually agrees with it because he's so easy to parody.
I know.
He was ranting about the media, so I said, "Hey, Mike, if you switch around the letters in media, it says I made parentheses up everything," and he's like, "That's really smart. I got to remember that."
He loved that. That was hilarious.
But what was he saying to echoes?
Oh, no.
Picture, right?
Yeah, you can picture. I don't want to say like the full thing, but it was off the cuff remarks about liking rap in a derogatory form.
It was just more of the standard hair Mike Stathas.
Yeah.
Mike's martial Stathas.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, okay. It just turned so.
Yeah, so a big issue I have with like Kevin and stuff selling all these courses, I was like, dude, isn't like you get so much money from ads on YouTube and from sponsors. Like, do you really need to be taking thousands of dollars from your viewers too? So that was my stance. But Mike Stathas says if you run ads on YouTube, then you're a grifter. So even that is not allowed anymore.
I mean, even if you sell a course, but you know what you're talking about, that's fine. You're providing an educational service. It's if you teach stuff that you're not qualified to teach. That's when you become a freaking grifter. Thank you, Lars, by the way.
And I'll say like one last thing. I kind of think like I think we should like kind of push him into like the coffin and never speak on him, because I think his strategy is to just lay out a net and try to sucker in a single guy.
No, he does not have a strategy.
Well, I mean, I can't explain it otherwise, because like then
it's BP.
Oh,
BP. Hey, butt pussy, give me some of your money and I'll talk about you all day. $100. Come on. And tell your boy Mike to stop being a bussy and debate me. Because you know what pisses me off? Mike always says he wants to call out the grifters on YouTube, and he specifically called me a grifter. And I said, hey, Mike, let's debate. Come on, let's debate, bro. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, do you think Mike Stathas is really going to take time away from getting double stuffed by certain people and toys in Thailand?
Double stuffed.
Well,
shut up, BP. You are Mike Stathas.
I don't think he is.
I'll talk to you later, Cole.
This is
like
Mike, just stop being a bussy, dude. Come on. Debate me. All right, anyway, screw Mike. What else are we going to talk about? Tesla?
Dude, I think it would be even better and more hilarious, like Brooklyn Truck Stop, if you just never let Mike Stathas on your channel. None of us did. Let him go out.
Brooklyn's never coming on my channel, ever. Yeah. Ever.
Dude, let him go out and call out people. I mean, on some level, this bottom-feeding carrion eater is doing some good. It's just that he thinks he's going to attack everybody, and he thinks he should be the only dude on the internet that voices their opinion on investment.
Well,
did you predict the financial crisis, Jay?
In a book he wrote in
2005, I did when my uncle was trying to get my mom to buy a condo in Florida, and then I looked at my uncle and I went, "Yeah, dude, let me tell you what's going to happen. The housing prices are going to crash because all the speculators have made their money and moved out of the market." I didn't even know anything about investing at the time. It's 2005 at a dinner, and I actually said that, and then my uncle told me I didn't know what I was talking about. And then 3 years later, he lost his ass on his condo, and it took him like 8 years to make the money back. So yeah, I predicted the housing market crisis in 2005. Who cares? Anybody who was paying attention could have just looked at it and been like, oh, a McDonald's worker took out a ninja loan for $1 million. I'm sure he'll be able to pay that back.
Dude, yeah, I remember I was trying to talk to Jeremy about ninja loans, and he said, I've never even visited Japan.
So there was this, commentary on that, because my father actually he left the real estate business in about 2005 in the United States. We were already here by then, because we left right after Chavez took over. We had to. Which was a little bit of commentary, because I saw BP for some reason believes that my family's like Chavistas or whatever. That's as
BP explained to us, you're only rich because your parents stole from the Venezuelan government.
Yeah, which is the most ironic part, because that's we left the country right after my brother was born, about 6 months. We were again out of circumstance, we had to. When we arrived at the United States, my dad actually got kind of lucky, I guess, because he entered the real estate market at the right opportune time. And you know how like Graham Stephan had a similar kind of experience where when Graham Stephan echoed his experience, I was like, my dad had a similar experience where you got that one customer that you treat like everything. And then that customer introduces you to a bunch of clients, and that customer just so happened to be very wealthy. So then my dad got into like luxury real estate pretty much as an agent. And in 2005, he actually left the industry. And then he actually bought a company, and then from there.
Oh, did he, Mike?
Oh, just not your direct parents, just someone in your family.
No, like actually outside of my nuclear family, much of my family is in poverty. So
yeah, nuclear family because they nuked the Venezuelan government when you left.
Well, actually, no. One of my dad had many brothers and sisters. He's from a very large family. And one of his sisters, she's actually in media, but obviously not in Venezuela. She left the country. Everyone in my family's gone from Venezuela. Not a single one's still there. Even the ones who couldn't afford to come to the United States, they fled to Europe, where they had Italian citizenship or Spanish citizenship. So,
what is this? What does this d-bag BP think we're gonna do? Sit here all night and go through the intricacies of where Fabio's family's got
no,
that's what we've done so
if
far.
we're going for like the full details. Yeah, like
Fabio, do you have passports to prove this?
Yeah. Well, we have actually I think the police reports from Venezuela itself back in the day, because again, Chavez was just taking over, so things were still kind of hectic.
BP, post your email in chat, and Fabio will send those documents over to you.
I will not send the documents over. But no, we came here actually with pretty much nothing. My parents actually, their business was actually taken away from them. So they had a business in
I'll be right back.
Was focused. We're giving the Fabio backstory. This is Fabio lore. But I was a child, so I remember vague points about this. But my wife's saying don't share anymore.
Well, isn't it true, Fabio, that the only money your family brought over was SLV, iShares Silver Trust?
No, it was the Jewish gold, because we're Jewish.
Oh, good. Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I have a Jewish friend. That's to echo to him.
Yeah, Fabio. Honestly, your stories always confuse me because you claim you're not from America, but you're white. So like, what are you doing, dude?
There's white people everywhere. Well, actually, if you see my grandfather is the complexion of Barack Obama, and I'll let you be the imagination of that, why he has that complexion. But yeah, there's white people everywhere.
I guess it was the whole.
No. He's not tan. He's definitely not tan. But yeah.
Let's just say Fabio's grandfather doesn't enjoy investing too much.
My grandfather. Oh my god. Yeah.
What else do we have to talk about?
Well, the whole market this week. I mean, come on. Oh, yeah. And like if we really get into it, so we already talked a little bit about oh my gosh, what is it called?
Monday I bought $100,000 of Dogecoin.
Yeah.
You should do a video where you try to guess the bottom of the market. I did one of those. It's fun.
You did?
Yeah, then everybody was commenting where they think it's going to go to.
Well, like for example,
I said 2,400 was my final guess.
Oh, like a price target.
Yeah, for the S&P. But I'll end up, history will show me to be way off of the number, but I just thought it was fun to do.
Yeah, I have a video of me calling the bottom set to upload every single day, and if it goes down the next day, I just delete it.
That's a really good strategy. I like it.
I think that we have to kind of like see the last bastions of kind of this bull run kind of face some severe I guess doubt, because I'll be paying attention to sun, but it doesn't change my strategy. I mean, it's not changing anyone here's strategy. I know that, which is good. We're all in agreement there. And like, I've just been having a lot of fun. I mean, the only thing that I've talked about and saying back in the day, now at this point, because wow, time's already going by, we're almost halfway through the year, was like the liquidity crunch, which funnily enough, that individual that we just briefly spoke about talked about in the live stream, and our favorite individual finally made a video on it. Like how many months late is he? It's like what? Yeah, more than 5 months, because this was something that was kind of obvious back in the day. I mean, I think I came to one of the first live streams we did, or when you invited me on, Chris, I was talking about the liquidity crunch. And now all of a sudden, Jeremy calls it what? The liquidity crisis?
Well, you can't say the exact phrases you have, because then we would know he's copying you.
I kept it rather unique. That's why I said when I first said it, I was like, I don't know if I'm coining this, but I'm calling it the liquidity crunch.
You should trademark it.
Trademark it. Yeah. So then I if anyone ever says that, I'm like,
Bro, Bro, put the comment above that up on screen. You don't think that Peter Lynch has some kind of vested interest in it? Being that he worked for Fidelity?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest investors of all time. Why do you think Peter Lynch left the Magellan Fund? I'll tell you exactly why. Because at the point when he was done managing it, he knew it was so large, he was not going to be able to return like he was before. Yeah, all of these people that call out that the index fund bubble, like whatever they want to call it, all of these people have a vested interest. It's extremely clear when you look at the numbers. For the average person, the best way to build wealth is index funds.
Yeah, and this recent market has proven that index funds don't control the market. Because when you see these large cap tech stocks drop 30, 40, 50% or more, if the market was entirely captured by index funds, that would not happen. Nothing would happen when earnings came out, because everybody would just be passively buying or selling based on based on their time of life.
They can do this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every person that I've seen come out saying this index fund bubble, I don't even understand how there would be an index fund bubble, but whatever, for the sake of argument, everybody who comes out and says that has a vested interest. That's why they're saying that.
No, they just care about their clients, Jay.
I like the comment from M. Laden BG. I don't know if you guys are bookworms or not.
M. Laden VG.
BG.
Yeah. BG.
You like the band?
The BG Boys?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Did I block him or something?
It was like 7 comments ago.
All right, I'm freaking stupid. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Guy, he's like, yeah, it's true. Guys, what are your top 3 books on stocks, bonds, and economics? Well, first of all, it's Stop Being a Broke Loser by Christopher Bell.
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. And I don't even remember the title. Like any of the books written by Jack Bogle.
Yeah, Common Sense on Mutual Funds. I love
the little book that beats the market.
I wanted to plug Richest Man in Babylon. Thought that was a very great mentality.
Guys, I'm going to start a new book. So when I finish my accounting textbook contract, I'm starting my new book. So I want to have it published by September or October. It's going to be about the YouTube grift, specifically YouTube.
I gotta get started on the other stuff, but the one book out of left field for economics is, and I'm saying it's out of left field because it goes against the convention. So just keep that in mind when you read it. But I think it's an interesting book still. Is Princess of the Yen.
Never heard of it.
What is it called?
The book Princess of the Yen. Yeah, it's actually banned in Japan, by the way. But yeah, Princess of the Yen.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's actually it's a book on central banking. So that's why I said it's like going to be probably a tougher read, but.
I mean, it's a good movie. It's a beautiful love story. I don't know why you guys.
He just outed himself as British.
Who did? Oh, Keon.
Favor with a U. Yeah.
He's this guy's Irish right here.
God. Oh yeah. I like how I said. Oh, the U outed him as European. Meanwhile, his name's O'Sullivan.
Sean O'Sullivan. Hey, mates. Would you like some? What do they drink? Guinness.
Let's not forget Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I mean, that one really got me started on making money.
Yeah, that's a great book. I mean, the guy that wrote the book is just a genius. He tells you to buy shiny rocks and crap coin.
Well, he's not only has Robert Kiyosaki made more money than Strongman has on VT, he's also older than Strongman. So
that is true. Robert Kiyosaki has made way more money than I have. I'm just a typical broke American loser. What can I say? I can't wait till I get a huge YouTube channel and then I can act rich because I just max VT every freaking year. And
dude, you
should charge for courses.
Bro, you should just throw pennies at peasants when you make it.
That's a penny I could invest. I'm not giving money to anybody.
You should just do what Mark Tilbury does and just claim you're a millionaire without actually showing any proof of it. And then so many people will subscribe to you because you're a millionaire that you will eventually become one from ad money.
Oh, by the way, I'm not a millionaire, everybody.
My book recommendation's getting called out by BP.
Oh, butt pussy. Do you ever stop, butt pussy?
Dude, he doesn't like that book. He likes Mein Kampf.
So I saw Brock say something about Facebook and Netflix. You guys gonna shill and promote my stocks or no? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, I think Fabio's trying to pump and dump Netflix.
I'm trying. I'm trying to start a movement here.
Well, some news out of Netflix was good this week, though. They said they basically put out a memo to all the people that are woke and said, if you're in favor of censorship, you should probably just leave the company. Yeah. I think they learned their lesson by, everything that happened. Netflix was overvalued, in my opinion.
It was.
But what I'm saying is, going forward, I think they kind of learned that, people don't want to watch a documentary on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
Well, that to me, that's just indicative of a lot of their products were actually trash. I still like Netflix and a lot of the documentaries they put out, but as far as like actual series, I would just scroll through it and I'm like, not getting into that, not getting into that. Looks stupid. All right, here's a documentary on mushrooms. I guess I'll get drunk and watch that.
Like actual mushrooms are like the drug.
Well, it wasn't just about psilocybin mushrooms. It was all about like mushrooms. It's just a fascinating, but I only use that as an example because I think when Netflix saw everybody entering the market, they kind of panicked and they said, we need content. But instead of concentrating on quality content, they just bought whatever crap was thrown their way.
I don't know. I still think Netflix by far has the best shows.
The data shows.
I agree with you, but the other networks are. But there is a lot of crap that they threw money into that ends up being wasted capital.
Yes, that's a big problem. Jay Nagy's also right. Both of you are right. I agree with both of you. Netflix needs to get better at what kind of shows they do invest in. But like what I say with like Disney, Warner Brothers, Discovery, what the advantages those companies have over Netflix is that for their movies, at least, they have what I've been calling like a recovery event. So that's just, when the movie goes out into theaters and they can recover potentially the cost and maybe even eke out a profit, then put it on the streaming service. So Netflix, for example, they spend $200 million on a movie, they put it on the streaming service and there's no tangible recovery event.
I think they would be better off if they did that too, put it into theaters.
Yeah, I know.
If they looked up for some of their tentpole releases, if they're like, you know what, we're going to release this on theaters. In theaters, after it's run, it's a Netflix exclusive.
Yeah.
So that's bullish for AMC.
No.
Well, dude, we already know AMC is going to like $2 quadrillion for sure.
Yeah, this temporary downturn, it's just temporary, guys.
I did sign up for the AMC A-list membership club. I get 3 free movies per week.
How much do they charge you?
Well, for the first month, it's only $1.90, so it's a good deal. But after that, it's like $20 a month. I mean, that's the price of 2 movies. It's also not that bad of a deal. Yeah.
With your deal,
I don't think so. I think I still have to pay.
Because AMC announced. Jesus. You guys talk. Let me see what Lufufu's talking about.
We're not gonna watch it, but I'll share it on my screen.
I wanted to pump Netflix real quick because May 30th, they're releasing Norm Macdonald's secret stand-up special that he recorded before his death. So I'm very excited for that one.
There we go.
Gil's leaving us to go listen to Lufufu.
Does he have 2 piercings under his lip, or is that just the lighting?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Cole, one more thing. Well, as far as for the company goes, I used to have that as well. And me and my buddies, we would go regularly. Like we would go every single time during the week. We would max it out every single week. We would see sometimes movies more than once. This was when we were younger, had more free time. But I'd say that as a strategy goes, they benefit when you don't go and actually see that movie in the beginning, because when the revenue split, I think that everyone knows this, right? The revenue split in the beginning when a movie first comes out is mainly to the producer of the movie.
Yeah. Why would you assume everyone knew that?
Because I think
that's pretty niche knowledge.
That's common
niche.
sense, Cole.
That's not niche. I thought everyone knew that they make.
Yeah, I read fucking contracts for movies all the time.
No, it's not contracts in movies. Like there's like plenty of like YouTube videos like, oh, why is movie food so expensive?
I've heard it, yeah.
Okay, you've heard it. Okay, cool. So then if you only go watch new movies with that platform and you don't pay for food, you're making them lose actually quite a decent amount of money, especially if that's all the movies you go see. If you then go and then they can produce an extra sale.
Wait, real quick. You're claiming maybe I'm misconfusing you. You're saying if I go watch a free AMC movie,
it's not free.
AMC has to what?
It's not free.
I use my free ticket
that AMC provides you.
Yeah. You're saying AMC still has to send a cut to the movie
producer? Of course. What do you think that the producers is gonna be like? Oh yeah, you can just let that guy in.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
No, they're still gonna get their cut.
What a stupid strategy. Why they ever do that?
It's a desperate strategy. No, but it's not desperate necessarily. It's to get you in there and hoping that you also get the food.
Dude, I spent $20 on chicken tenders and popcorn.
And there you go. Then they won in that deal.
Yeah.
Then they won in that deal.
Yeah, my wife burned me so bad. Like, so on one of our first dates, she was like, "Hey, Chris, I'll buy movie tickets and you get the popcorn." I was like, "Okay." So we go to the theater. She spends like $18. And then she's like, "I want popcorn." And she has this weird thing where she adds jalapenos and these like black, like chocolate balls.
Oh, okay. wait, jalapenos and chocolate together?
Yeah, it was into the popcorn. And then she was like, "Hey, I want some hot dogs too." I spent like $50 on freaking food at AMC.
Smart.
Like they made a freaking fortune off of me.
Yeah.
And I never fell for that again.
Bro, this is the thing I don't get about movies. AMC's food is hot garbage. Why wouldn't you just eat before you went to the movies? That's what I've always done. Like even when I was in the military and a group of us were going out, like, hey, let's go watch a movie and then we'll go out drinking. We would always just go and eat and then go watch the movie.
It has to be hot garbage for those margins.
I have to give my report though, since I did go to AMC for the first time in a while this week. I want to give my report. I walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since I used my free ticket on the app, I could walk to the ticket counter and have them scan it to get my ticket. But of note, nobody there was nobody there to check tickets, so I could have just walked in. So that was a waste of money. And then secondly, I ordered some popcorn on the app, and you're supposed to also show your receipt to like the guy at the concessions so you could get your order together. I just walked up and I said, "Hey, I had to order on the app." And he said, "What'd you order?" I said, "A popcorn." And he said, "What size?" I said, "A large." He never checked anything. He just gave me my food. So I could have just said anything to him.
Well, it's because you're a trustworthy person. I mean,
that's true. I
just see your face and I want to give you money.
Yeah, what is bullish on AMC is I actually prepared a snack before this podcast in case I got hungry. And what is it? Popcorn.
It looks like a bowl of uncooked meat.
It's flaming hot popcorn.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, so you're bullish on AMC or no, Cole? Or are you going to ruin them? Are you going to be the ruin of them? You're going to go in there, you're going to use your 3 free tickets on new movies and not buy any food.
It's true. That's the main reason I got it was to I'm actually short AMC, so I was trying
to single-handedly ruin them.
No, it was Tuesday at like 6 p.m. That's not a like big movie time. But I was at a big movie. It was Doctor Strange, and only person in the entire theater. And I think I saw like 6 employees and 2 customers the entire time I was there.
There needs to be some serious consolidation in that sector. Like there obviously is a place for it, because if you see, ticket sales year by year by year, you do see like growing revenue in the industry. It's just there's either too many movie theaters, something's broken in the model right now, where looking at how these companies are operating, some of them are just unsustainable or they're not healthy. If it wasn't for this massive run up, I think AMC was in huge trouble even without the pandemic. So Yeah, I think there's a Canadian one that was being talked about that had this lawsuit going on with the British version. I think it's Cineplex, and then the merger was supposed to go through. Then the one in England, whatever that one was, said we're not going to buy you. Then the other one sued them, and they won $1 billion or like 1 billion dollars. That kind of just like saved that company because that was a huge windfall for them. But AMC, I think they bore the brunt of like the meme stocks, and did they raise some capital, or am I confused?
I'm sure they did.
Oh yeah, AMC diluted the shit out of it.
I'm pretty sure I looked at the dilution and it was massive. Memory might not serve,
I mean,
but
you can't blame them.
Dude, absolutely. Like I would, if I was sitting there on the outside, I would look at the CEO and be like, "You're a moron if you don't just start issuing shares like it's going out of style at these valuations."
How quickly can a company issue new shares? Like I assume they have to like file something with the SEC first, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there something called I mean, I don't know exactly, but isn't there something called a shelf registration where you kind of basically already have it on standby?
Yeah, you can already have it ready to go.
Well, dude,
it's probably not hard to do.
I think the future of the movie business is basically just tentpole movies.
Tim Pool?
No, tentpole.
Oh, I thought you said Tim Pool.
Yeah,
after I said it. Yeah. So, anyways, it's just going to be Tim Pool movies. Movies start skateboarding around.
Every character.
Dude, he's like a South Park character. He always has that freaking beanie hat on.
But no, I really do think that where the movie business is going to just blockbusters. And then you'll get the smaller movies will be put out on streaming services. I just don't think the way it is now, like Fabio was saying, is sustainable. There's a lot of movies that go in, they're really good, but since they're not, Marvel MCU, they don't do well. Like I read the reviews on The Northman, and they say it's an amazing movie. It didn't gross any. It was like a $75 million movie that grossed like maybe $5 or $10 million.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I really do think, because I mean, think about it logically, right? Unless there's a movie you really just want to see in theaters. Like I'm definitely going to see Top Gun 2 in the theaters. There's so much America fuck yeah going on there. But, do I really want to fight the crowds for smaller movies? You can have a great movie experience at home.
Well, if you don't want to fight crowds, just go to AMC.
Well, the Northman really did that bad.
Did what do bad?
The Northman really did that bad.
It didn't do good for how good of the reviews that it got.
That's crazy. Maybe we should go watch it to support it, because I was like, no, we need to support more of those kinds of movies being made.
We have to support our fellow Northmen.
No, it's just like it's a high budget non-superhero film that's like not the same old Marvel or DC.
Yeah.
So
no,
I
agree with you. In order to,
I would go see. Like I don't like the Marvel movies. I think it's all cartoony and dumb. That's my opinion.
It's getting played out to me for most of them. I know I was never a super lover of the MCU, but I mean, I did go and see movies in the theater. But now that the writing has turned into hot garbage on those, I'm like, I'm probably done with this.
Yeah, I did. I know one of the reviews from the Northman said they gave it 2 stars and said it should have starred Tim Pool.
Dude, I mean, that's when I think of iconic Viking, I think of Tim Pool in his beanie showing up on his longboat.
Ready to Tim Pool covered in blood with 2 battle axes.
Yeah, they need to remake Taken.
His beanie's still on, but his beanie's perfect. Beanie's perfect, no blood stain.
Yeah.
I mean, the beanie would actually work in a Northman movie. I mean, it makes sense in the middle of the winter to wear a hat.
I think it makes more sense to wear a wolf head, but that's me.
Did you guys get my text like a week ago where the GameStop subreddit Super Stonk was trying to like send one of their Reddit posts to the Greece government?
What?
This guy made a post saying that Citadel caused when Greece defaulted on their debt like a few years ago. He was claiming that Citadel did it. The company was like short GameStop or something. And so people are like, this is genocide. We need to get this posted to the Greece government.
Genocide. Because Greece was so stupid. They just spent like freaking crazy. They're a bunch of
No, it wasn't Greece's fault. It was the people who shorted GameStop.
Yeah,
Greece
just spent a bunch of money on socialist crap. Oh, we're in massive debt. Oh, maybe we can't pay it anymore. It's Citadel's fault, bro.
Lars, no, I haven't turned into Patrick Boyle yet. I will.
Hold on.
Isn't Patrick Boyle that guy from Britain's Got Talent?
No, I don't know. Lars told me to watch him on YouTube.
Susan
I said I would do it. I just haven't got to it.
Lars, my SARS.
Yeah,
Lars
dude.
has been here a while, hasn't he? He's an old timey subscriber. I like the old subscribers that have like stuck with me for like ever since I had like a couple hundred subs. You guys will be richly rewarded one day.
Yeah, somebody commented on your. They're like, "Oh, you brought back the tank intro," and I was like, "The what?"
Oh yeah, that's old school, man.
A long time ago. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Did you
that's my
make
favorite
that?
production I've ever done.
You made that?
Yeah, I did because I did it for free. I mean, I have this free Microsoft software. I just literally downloaded somebody's video. Somebody already made that, and then I added, obviously the four stooges getting blown up by the siege tank.
Fabio, let me know when you got a second.
What? You give me? I have a second.
Yeah. So David here says there was a 4.9% increase in the monetary base. Conversely, meaning a 4.9% decrease in the value of the U.S. dollar. What do you have to say about that?
Not necessarily. Wait, like, because it depends on what he's talking about. Wait. Oh, he's going off of So like, no, So I want to ask whoever can say it. How much money has been printed?
80% of all dollars are printed in the last year.
Yeah. Did you have like 80% inflation?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Obviously, inflation beat VT.
Obviously, you haven't been buying steak, bro.
Yeah. So
because it all went into crypto, Fabio. It all went into crypto.
Yeah. No, but that would mean something is wrong with that assumption. There's something.
Dude, steak is the cornerstone of the American economy. Right?
That's usually how I break through to people in the initial conversation, because most people think that we money print in the United States, and so I just try to break it through to them, because if indeed we did, then in essence, you should see kind of like a similar ratio between how much is printed and how much is being inflated. Like Venezuela, we actually printed money. So,
well, I mean, if money isn't actually spent, I mean, there could be $100 trillion sitting around, but
you're talking about the velocity,
velocity of money, whatever. The economics crap, but like if it's not being spent, it's just sitting there. It doesn't matter how much money there is.
Yeah,
dude, is this true? Jeremy has over 4 million in TTCF.
No, he doesn't have 4
I thought his portfolio was over 10 million sometime last year.
I don't think so. I don't think he's as rich as people think he is. If he's doing the whole freaking sponsorship thing, I think he's struggling financially. I'm not.
That sponsor Mumu went everywhere. I mean, I actually found them in my spam email.
I wanted to talk about fucking one of their sponsors. They only did it for like one video, but it was all four of them. Is Titan Invest, and it was this app, and they were like, "Oh, we're hedge funds, but for the average person, now everyone can, Anyway, I've talked about it before. It's like if you have less than $10,000 invested with them, it's a $60 annual fee, which is absurd. Like, and then their big thing was all their advertising was about how they beat the market, they beat the S&P 500. That lasted for like all of last year, and now they're like way behind the S&P.
Well, they went like 100% Tesla, probably. maybe some very good food company.
Yeah, they got destroyed.
Yeah, that's cringe.
Oh, dude, I want to address this comment right here. So Jeremy is so freaking cocky. This really disturbed me. He was on Millennial Money. He's like, yeah, if I lost 90% of my money, I would still be rich. He's a total freaking liar. If he's doing these sponsorships to keep afloat, the dude isn't freaking rich. Okay. The only reason he's rich and confident is because he has that stream of income from YouTube. But if the SEC cracked down, his wealth would evaporate in a couple of years.
And like just the additional commentary. I mean, that's a part of like his whole brand, his whole shtick is to flaunt and show that he has a certain like level, because then it draws in, that always draws in the newer investor, always, because it's first of all, it is technically a form. You could say it's almost like argument from authority, which is a logical fallacy. And it always targets those kinds of people. And always the emails I got, and I don't know if anyone got similar emails too, but usually I would get these emails from these people who had these experiences with Jeremy. All of them were
sexual experiences.
Yes, all of them were indeed sensational moments of arousal.
I hear Jeremy's tall and must. Yes, somebody commented on my channel. They said I was jealous of him because he's like physically fit and like handsome or something like that. I was like, dude, the dude is not physically fit. He did freaking track in community college. Shut up.
Not that this matters. But y'all know Graham and Andre are like 5'6"? I didn't know that.
Oh, it matters.
No, Graham's like 5'2".
Okay, okay. Andre's like 5'6".
It's very important. My first judgment of a YouTuber is how tall they are.
Yeah. I'm taller than you, boy.
I'm taller than you, boy. You hear that from behind one day when you go to Vegas with your wife. You just hear, I'm taller than you, boy. Stop making fun of TTCF. And
my wife's just like, oh my God, he's so handsome. And she just walks away with Jeremy. And I'm like,
but no, dude. Okay, so he doesn't have 4 million in it, but that dude's got to have at least high 6 figures or close to 7 into that stupid, pointless stock.
He has over 1 million invested. He's shown his cost basis. The one cost basis I saw was like 1 point something million. And he may have that additional shares in other accounts, but I don't think it's $4 million.
Oh gosh, I mean,
yeah. Well, the thing is like, you know, like the unfettered greed on that episode of Millennial Money where he's like, "I'm going to be a billionaire," and I'm like, I don't understand your obsession with. I could not possibly. I just want to be financially independent in my life. It's like, dude, do you want to be a billionaire? I'm like, listen, if I had $1 billion, I'd give a lot of it away to charity. I don't need that.
Yeah, everyone says that, dude.
Well, I would want to get to the billionaire point to where I was a billionaire and then just be like, all right, this is good. $100 million is plenty of money.
Yeah, I do wonder when I would actually give to charity. Because like, even though like my income's going up with all my side hustles, it's like, there's never a point where I'm like, oh, I have enough where I can start giving to charity now.
Well, I give to charity. I bought TTCF yesterday.
No, it's
what a freaking saint.
Charity.
That's actually tax deductible. It's in the tax code.
So down in the comments, there was a guy, he said, why do you think Jeremy keeps whispering in his videos? That's easy, dude. His vocal cords are damaged from being down at the truck stop and the occasional biker bar stop.
I actually have another theory.
Money.
And I can relate. So sometimes when your kids are sleeping, I don't know if he has like young children or something.
It's right.
But yeah, he's probably selling his ass. But I mean, the other alternative is his kids are sleeping. You don't want to wake them up.
I don't want to wake him up with a
woo. Yeah, my wife's like, sometimes she'll message me. She's like, keep it down. Shut up.
Yeah, if you want to talk about YouTubers who have way too much money invested in stupid investments, I mean, like Dogecoin Millionaire has 3 million in Dogecoin. Wait, 2 million in Dogecoin, 1 million in Dogecoin, 200,000 in Dogecoin.
Yes, 200,000 now at this point.
My net worth has surpassed the Dogecoin millionaires, and I could not be.
Yeah, he legally has to change his YouTube name.
But dude, the greatest thing about the Dogecoin millionaire, the most hilarious thing about it is he's on the internet talking about how Dogecoin is the future, but all of his merchandise, you have to buy it in dollars.
Yeah,
that was so awesome. You go on his website, you're right. He was charging dollars. It's like, if Dogecoin's the future, moron, why aren't you accepting Dogecoin, you loser? It's because Dogecoin's trash. It's all a grift.
Well, dude, yeah, it's what I love about this other crash in crypto.
Is that true?
Probably, it has to be.
But what I love about the whole volatility of the crypto market right now is it just disproves everything that they say crypto is. Like, oh, you're going to get paid in crypto. Oh yeah, please pay me in a currency or whatever you want to call it that will drop by 50% over a couple of months. I can't make any plans for it because it's going to be up and down and all over the place. Yeah, I want to get paid in that.
Jay Bobby, we actually printed 80% of our money supply, so it's the same thing as the dollar.
Yeah, well.
It makes me cringe so much. I know you're being sarcastic.
So yeah, Jeremy. So I was browsing through Jeremy's new video, and he's saying this in every single video. He's like the stock market's down so and so percent through the first 5 months of the year. That hasn't happened since 1938 or something like.
Because he read an article online.
There's no importance to the 5 month period being from January 1st to now. Like, I'm sure there's been worst 5 month periods, but he's acting like this has never happened before just because crashes never started in January before.
Are you questioning a YouTuber with 721,000 subscribers, Cole?
Make that 719,000.
Cole, I would also point out
no, 721.
No.
What's up,
Jeremy's older than you, so I don't understand why.
You know, it makes me feel kind of sad. Andre, I think Andre had to have hit 2 million by now, but when Millennial Money, yeah, Andre hit 2 million. That happened today, guys.
Andre's actually kind of likable. He's actually likable on camera. Yeah, I get why people watch his videos. I don't agree with a lot of the way he invests or the stupid crap that comes out of his mouth. But it's Jeremy that is the most fascinating to me because I just watch it and I go, this guy is a black hole of charisma that just sucks fun in to a singularity. Like, I don't understand why anybody watches it.
I bring it up because I remember I started watching all these guys when COVID, sometime in 2020, and Andre was at like 1 million. So he's doubled his subscribers in 2 years, but Kevin is at like the exact same sub count. Like, he's been at like 1.7, 1.8 for years now. Like, it's
wait, Andre passed
oh yeah, Andre passed Kevin a couple months ago.
I did not know that.
Holy Kevin crap. I honestly, let me pull up a chart or something, but I have not seen Kevin's subscriber count really move in like a long time.
Yeah, Jeremy's definitely topped out. He's going to grow extremely slowly. Kevin, I'm actually surprised by that. I thought Kevin had way more than Andre.
Yeah, and Graham is still like double all of them. So he's the, yeah, Kevin's at 1.82 million. I'll see if there's like a,
Jeremy is the poster child for fetal alcohol syndrome.
Jesus Christ.
Look, but I thought the things I thought about Jeremy until I saw Cole's video about Andre, and I was like, oh, I got to adjust that scale.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, Fabi, are you talking about the $1 million loan video?
No, okay. Not that one. No,
the 100%
50%, the 100% loss.
Yeah.
I was like, my God, dude, it's like 3 inputs.
So I'll explain it real quick. Andre had he had 1.2 million in crypto, and it fell 700,000 to 500,000. So Andre said that means I've lost over 100%. When really he means he would have to double his current money to get back to where he was. But it does not mean he lost 100%.
So what really happened is he lost 50%.
He lost 50%.
100% to get it back.
Yeah.
All right.
It might have been a slip up, but like you can, like you.
But he slips up every video. Like, he says stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but I mean, come on, man.
Like,
I'm an idiot.
I hope I don't ruin it. Fabio, when are you reacting to the video I sent you?
I will react to it either tomorrow or Monday.
So basically, I sent Fabio this video where Jeremy. I'm sorry. Fuck, I cannot keep these people straight.
Same thing. Oh,
yeah, Andre took out $1 million loan, and he basically said in the video, because his interest rate is 2.6%, and he says if inflation is 7%, that means he earned 4.4%. I was like, well, not inherently. You have to invest it into something that earns 7%.
Dude, my dream one day is to just be so huge that I can mock these people and hundreds of thousands of people see it. And these guys just sit at home and just seethe with freaking anger.
I have an impossible challenge for the viewers at home. So this is interactive. This is an interactive challenge. And I'm letting you know right now, it's It's going to be impossible. It's a scavenger hunt. You have to find me a stock investing course. Now, that's the easy part, okay? You have to find a stock investing course online. Here's the impossible part. Nowhere on the website, they cannot have a photo of somebody on the beach holding a laptop. Every single stock course has that picture. You will not be able to find
even
one
Lufthansa has that.
Yeah, everyone's.
Yeah, because they're selling you an idea of the life you're going to live, where you get money without having to work for it.
Especially,
Jay, what do you think about this comment right here?
Which one?
The one that I pulled up.
That is actually why I made my channel.
Man, this guy's rich and I'm not. This is stupid.
Hey, James, do me a favor. Buy all the stocks they tell you to buy, and then call me in 10 years.
Did y'all see that video I reacted to from that guy? What's his name? Something Wingo, where he was like defending Kevin.
In my head, I went
like the nerve of that guy to defend Cathie Wood and basically say that nobody likes her now because her stocks went down. I've been calling out that freaking clown for the past year and a half.
Well,
it wasn't hard.
Well, you called her out because you're sexist.
Yeah,
that is. I am. That's true. Yeah. My wife's actually cleaning the house right now. She's like 9 months pregnant, but
yeah,
I still put her
she's
to work.
actually not allowed to leave the house without you.
Yeah. She better be cleaning. What else would a woman be doing?
Cathie Wood's close by, right? I think she isn't. They're based out of Tampa now.
Are they?
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ark Invest is on the west coast of Florida now.
Look, I just want to point out the last 2 times women were allowed out of the house, they started Honest and Tattooed Chef. So.
St. Petersburg, Florida. There you go.
Dude, it's right next to where I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's right next door, St. Petersburg, Florida. That's where they're at. I know.
I should go apply for a job.
I was about to say that. You know, they're hiring actually.
Dude, I have totally shot any chances of me ever working for any mutual fund or for any financial advisory firm or any crypto company, because all they have to do is Google my name and boom, there he is. Crypto's unprofitable trash.
Well, dude, Fidelity said you can put up to 20% of your 401k into crypto now. I think Fidelity's going to get sued when the market implodes. But right or wrong, I would say, hey, to them, it's your fault that you lost your money. Yeah. But I know how these people operate. Once the person goes in there and, you know, enough of them just lose like massive amounts of money, they're going to turn around and sue people.
All right, you know what, Tommy? I need to address this. Imagine being so unoriginal, your content is bashing other YouTubers and using pictures of them. Guess what? Of course I use other YouTubers to freaking grow my channel. But you know what? You know what they do? They talk about the same stupid stocks. It's 2 sides of the same coin. Freaking clown.
Actually, I didn't realize this guy is...
I don't see you. You know, Meet Kevin aped Grant Cardone for years.
Oh, so, dude, if you want to rise as a small YouTuber, you have to like. That's how you put their names in your titles.
Yeah.
Or you put as many names as possible, and that's how your videos get views. That's how you grow.
If you're going to call out clowns, what's wrong with that? All of these guys are clowns that buy garbage companies with no underlying fundamentals, and they push stock courses on people.
Who's Andrea?
I think you meant Andre.
Oh God! Why do people
like
keep saying?
Because you're foreign.
Actually, no, you do a little bit sound like him.
Like
I can see what they're talking about.
Dude, his voice is deeper than Andre's, though.
Well, then that means I have to be a parody of Andre. Looks like I'll create a new channel called Not Andre, and I'll just do what Andre does.
One thing I love is I still have the video up that he made where he interviewed the guy with Million Token or Millionaire Token, whatever.
Tech Lead.
Yeah, Tech Lead's stupid token. Andre did an interview with a guy who YOLO'd a ridiculous amount of money in there. And the guy's on camera talking about, and this is the thing that annoys me is when people do this. They're like, dude, I'm in. If I lose my money, I lose my money. I go, you say that from the point of view of a person that hasn't lost their money yet. But if you lose whatever it is, whatever's a substantial amount to you of your portfolio, whether it's 10,000 or 100 or a million, if you lose that and it evaporates, you're going to care at that point.
That's I said my video is already recorded, scheduled to go up on Tuesday. I might have brought this up last stream. All of 2021, people were like unironically promoting TQQQ as like to put their money in, and they were like, even if it falls 99% in a crash, like I'm fine with the volatility because I know in the long run it's going to outperform. And then the moment it fell like 10%, like all the Reddit posts were like, "Yeah, I got out the stock market. Yeah, I can handle this." Like,
well, dude,
that's what I call them.
That's what I think. Whether it happens now or it happens in a year, what I think is a lot of these people that say they're diamond hands when the market really.
Who?
Huh?
That was funny. Fuck you guys.
No, but dude, what I'm saying is once you get a real market crash where all these people talking about diamond hands, they're all going to leave the market and then it's going to fall even more.
I mean, what do you think is causing all these clown stocks to sell off? It's probably retail selling them.
Do you think it's
retail that owns them?
Do you think it's retail?
Can I say
move it like that?
Well, if most of the stocks owned by retail, which some of these YouTube stocks probably are, yeah. I mean, think about AMC. It's mostly owned by retail, 80%.
I think it's like I think it's a mix, but I think you have a point that because there was a lot of leverage in at least when I looked at it like in January, November, December, those 3 months when I was looking at it, there was a lot of leverage. So I can say like this, like we are buying right now, just accumulating here and there, trying to take advantage of this, but we're not like buying as aggressively as we might be, let's say in a couple months ish from now. Well, I'm going to be gone. I won't even be there anymore, but yeah, that's all I'll say.
I was going to say that the only reason Tattooed Chef fell is because hedge funds illegally naked shorted it. So
I see.
Guys, by the way, I got banned from the Tattooed Chef Facebook group.
I'm going to join it. Well, actually, I can't say that now because now they're going to expect me.
Dude, I can't, like, I even went on there and I was like trying to be respectful and have a serious argument. I didn't do any stupid stuff. I just said, "Hey, this is what I think."
Specifically, like an investing page.
No, I mean it's like a fanboy page. But they fucking banned me.
You didn't go on like the page that's like everyone's just eating it, and you're like, "Fuck this."
Soy boy trash.
I'm gonna read to you a comment. I'll find it and I'll read it to you. This guy commented multiple times, and he tried to start different conversation threads with me. But I have a policy that I respond to everything. So then I was responding to all of his comments. But
you should change that policy.
No. I mean, I do it like when I'm on break because I can do it through my phone. You know, when I'm on break doing certain stuff. You know.
Yeah, so you're not working. You're getting paid to not work.
Yeah. When I'm
your supervisor's phone number.
No, well, I don't have a supervisor.
You don't have it.
Technically, you don't even have a job. You just grift on YouTube.
That's all I do. All I do is I sit here and just do stuff. But no, this individual is like so confident. It's like, luckily, we'll reference this back in 12 to 18 months to see how accurate your analysis really was. It really pissed him off, the TTCF analysis. And then there was more conversations like about making basically excuses for why they weren't able to generate profits yet, or their gross margin specifically, skewing expansion, and basically my comment about them not having enough cash, and we should actually be more willing to do an analysis of how much they have left to survive or before they do a dilution, that would be a better metric. He got really angry at that, and not angry, I don't know if he was angry, but he was bothered by it. And then he was like saying, no, it's because they acquired other businesses and that's why they don't have as much cash, and you didn't listen to the earnings call, blah 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 blah.
Look at the financials. The operating cash flow was negative $24 million. And I actually did make a mistake. So I'll actually admit this. So the share dilution, the website I was looking at, the percentages are misleading because those percentages are actually year over year. They're not quarter to quarter. Yeah. So Tattooed Chef, since they're SPAC, has not issued that many shares. However, that still doesn't change the fact that within 6 to 12 months, they're going to have to dilute massively. Because if you look at their cash burn rate, I did a rough approximation. 6 to 12 months, they're going to have to issue a ton of shares to stay afloat because they're burning more and more cash from operations every single quarter.
I'll tell you right now, if they don't issue shares, I will be extraordinarily surprised, especially where they're at.
You can see the operating cash flows. They get worse and worse and worse every quarter. They have to issue shares.
I said this like over the summer on a video. I got the TTCF hate too when I did a video about them, but I was like, they're going to continue to dilute you. It's their only option. And people kept arguing with me on the channel. They're like, they've raised enough cash from share issuance that they're not going to do it. And I go, yeah, they're burning cash like crazy. They're going to go through it. And, there's one thing I've noticed though, Fabio, is you're onto something. You're onto a crappy company when you point out that a company is crappy, and then people get mad at you and start arguing.
A rival?
Well, dude, if I say this, I wouldn't buy Microsoft right now. I think it's overvalued. You might say, nah, I disagree with you for this and this reason. I'm going to buy it. I go, okay.
I'll counter that.
Huh?
I'll counter that. The same thing happened with Tesla for like 5 years, and it returned very well.
Well, Tesla. Wait. Oh yeah. I mean, Tesla was like the one lucky stock that made all these stupid YouTubers famous.
But yeah, and I mean that's getting into the difference between price and value, which a lot of people don't seem to understand when they go, that Warren Buffett's an idiot. He didn't buy Amazon. Amazon's been overvalued for like 10 years or more. That's why he didn't buy it.
Well, the popular investor basically slapped me down. So apparently it's going to be, 4,600 a share?
That name confuses me. He must have started his channel with like 1 subscriber. So how could he be the popular investor?
He changed his name after a couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, it was the unpopular investor.
Yes. But the thing about popular investor and why I wouldn't crap on him is, as much as I disagree with his methods, at least he's on there and he has some sort of process.
I like him. When I first saw his video come out, I was like, oh, he's probably trashing me and talking trash. And then I watched the video. He just disagreed with my assumptions. And it was like, okay, maybe he's right. Maybe the profit margin.
You could be right. I don't agree with him, but you could be right because he was using a terminal multiple of like 35 based on the EBITDA from 2010. And I was just sitting there going, dude, I think you're trying to talk yourself into buying this stock.
Dude, if you have a high terminal multiple, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're thinking, when you're doing the cash flow analysis, you're thinking, okay, in 5 years from now, what will the multiple be? In 5 years from now, I mean, is Amazon really going to be growing that fast? 5 freaking years? No.
Yeah, it's like this. When you use the terminal multiple, a lower terminal multiple, because criticism I get is that I'm too conservative. And I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I'm like, I'm taking less risk. So it's like, why don't you use the terminal multiple of 35? Well, because it's entirely possible that the terminal multiple could be 35 for a company like Microsoft 10 years from now. But with such a large company, do you really think that's realistic? And why would I count on being able to sell it at that? I would rather use a lower terminal multiple of like 15. That way, oh, great. It's selling at a terminal multiple of 20. Great. I made out.
And I'll say this, terminal multiples can be more dangerous the further we start extending out the years. It's like, I mean, I would do like for maybe a private business, like a terminal multiple approach for if we're thinking about acquiring it or trying to reason the value to acquire it within, let's say, the next couple, right? Something like that. And we would use EV to EBITDA because that's another thing. He actually uses EV to EBITDA, which has its own slew of issues, but not to get into it. But the other thing that I wanted to say before I forget is also it depends on what your cost basis is of a company, because not always when a stock is like slightly overvalued is it necessarily a risk adjusted better thing to just sell it right then and there. So like for example, if a stock is, let's say, Google or Alphabet, I've held it for quite some time. And when I did the Alphabet video, despite it being my holding, said it was overvalued, but I'm not selling it because there's more to it.
Wait, explain that then.
So like, okay, so if let's say you hold an asset and your cost basis is $5,
then you do it solely because of capital gains?
No. It's not necessarily even that. It's because your cost basis being that much lower, your risk necessarily in that asset, you're basically just risking the potentiality for just timing, right? But then here's the problem. What if you are incorrect in your assumption? So you have to be, basically has to get to an egregious overvaluation to where I would say, like, for me, like how I would act, I would probably then trim down the position. But if it's not in an egregious level,
how does your cost basis affect that?
Because my cost basis being lower, let's do the example. Like, let's say you do an analysis and you come out to like $7. And right now the price is $8 and your cost basis is $3. That difference isn't, in my opinion, egregious enough for it would justify liquidating the position, saying, oh, it's overvalued now, I'm going to sell out the position. Because let's say, right, when you say your buy price, what you pay for in there implies the risk, right? Implicit in the purchase price is implied the risk of the asset. If you pay less for an asset, you can afford to have you implicitly have a greater margin of safety. Am I making sense? And then I'll continue from there.
So I should buy Tattooed Chef is what you're saying.
So
why would a stock's being overvalued be based on when you bought it?
No, it has nothing to do with it being when I bought it.
So
then there's miscommunication.
Can I interject for a second?
Yeah.
Is Rich rolling?
No,
Fabio,
either you should.
I mean, Fabio, all you're trying to say is if a stock isn't massively overvalued, you're not going to sell it at the time.
Yes. Yeah, and oftentimes it's not a good thing if it's slightly overvalued. Like you do an analysis and it's like it's overvalued by, let's say, in percentage terms, you think it's 10, 20, even 30% overvalued. It's not always a good idea to then just sell it all. It's not always a good idea. It has to be.
I think is this accurate? Because this is the way I'm interpreting it. It's like, say we take Google. Google's selling at a PE of 20.
Yeah,
I actually think that's pretty close to probably the fair value of Google because it has such strong financial statements. It's a great business overall. I want to pick it up at a PE of 15. I don't know that I'm going to do that for a while. But what I'm saying is if it went to like a PE of 30, you'd say it looks to be overvalued, but I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah.
And then if it was a PE of 50, you might be like, I think I'm going to trim some position.
And also think of it this way. So like, let's say your cost basis is far lower. You have to calculate what is the potential compounded rate of return on your basis from here on out and whether or not it's worth it necessarily liquidating that position. And you hopefully have something else to then buy for it. Okay. So like you maybe in the present moment buying at that price, you can simultaneously say it's not worth it, but then simultaneously say at the cost basis I have it at, there's no present position that I'd actually pivot to. So that also matters too at the same time. So like ConocoPhillips, for my assumptions, got to the point where it started to get egregiously overvalued. And then so I trimmed the position for me. But someone else comes up with a different fair valuation because my cost basis was in that one like 20 something, 26 or 30 something. I forget. And where I started selling was in the 90s, and then when it got egregiously overvalued in the hundreds, again according to my estimations, I kind of trimmed down the position all the way down to like sub 2%. Okay, so it went from nearly a 10% holding to a 2% holding, and then that's where I'm kind of keeping it for now, and I could change my mind, but that was based off of the price getting what I believe to be egregiously overvalued. I'm taking advantage that everyone wants to buy my asset at the present moment.
Well, because you can always update your model and say, okay, at this time, what percent return do I expect from this stock? So like, let's say a stock, because I only have BABA as an individual stock and a couple others. If BABA somehow shot up to $400 and then I punch it into my model with future growth assumptions, and it was like negative 5% return based on its current value, yeah, I'd sell it in a freaking heartbeat. But if I maybe could get a 9% return, okay, maybe I'll keep holding it.
Exactly. That's exactly the case.
And I think it's going to get even a 7% return. I probably would just leave it in there.
Yeah.
You know, it would probably have to drop to negative, but even then that would still depend on the cost basis. So it's like, you know, the stock shot up and I go, all right, well, you know, for the next 5 years, I think it's going to be a negative return, but this company, you know, it's just massively overvalued anyways. And, you know, I think it's still a good hold.
That's why I tell Tesla people, it's like, guys, you got like a massive return.
Why would you hold a stock that's going to fall every year?
I wouldn't. So if I thought a stock was going to fall for the next 10 years, I would.
Too much of an example when I said that, but it's like, look, you know, if I bought a stock and I think it's going to get a 5% return from where it is now, I'm not going to sell it. Even because I'm going to look at it and I'm going to go, wow, my assumptions could be off.
I'd probably sell it. I mean, like 5%, that's like underperforming the broad index. I'd probably sell at that point.
I don't know, man. I think if it's a quality company that you got for a good price, even if it's temporarily overvalued, I think hold it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's fine. You know, everybody has a different preference, but like me, like I'm not an individual stock investor, really. So, like I said, if I make a certain return on Bob, if I get lucky and it goes up, I'm selling it. Like I'm not holding that stock if it goes up to $300-$400.
Yeah, look, if I had, you know, the Tesla people. I don't say that even though I would sell all of it, I just tell people, why wouldn't you just cut it down to a decent weighting in your portfolio?
Yeah, that's what I found that's what I tend to do. Like, and when I did the Amazon video, there were some people who did not like that video, but because I guess I wasn't saying Amazon was a screaming buy despite it coming down. But I noticed that behaviorally, it's not something I planned. I do that as well. Like that's exactly what I do. I bring down a position, but I don't entirely divorce it if I do love the company a lot. Even though you could say, but then I'm making a statement of timing. If I just completely sell the position, that I just like absolutely no 100% no uncertainty. It's not that I'm taking profits. It's that I'm taking the whole thing out and I don't want anything to do with it until it gets lower. So then,
the only time you should really do that is if you have a insane run with the stock.
Yes.
Like if you had AMC and it 20x'd, you should probably sell the entire position. But
like the example that I had recently this year was Activision Blizzard, which I remember when last year I was buying it.
I was so pissed. I was like,
yeah, I know. I got a lucky break, and there's a strategy that kind of occurs. Like you have to compare then. This is another good example, Cole. So when that happens, you can analyze the position where you can say, what is the gain potential if I were to wait? And at the time, it was not much. It was like a 10-ish%, or not even 10%. I think it was less than 10%. When the deal was announced. And so that you make a decision as an investor, is it worth it to wait? And actually it was greater than a year because it was at the beginning of this year. And I think the deal supposed to close at the end of next year in June. So then you're taking on that added risk that deal doesn't go through. And you technically have the opportunity cost that, you know, that money could go into something else. Or, you know, again, the greater opportunity cost if the risk plays out and you actually don't get those gains. So then you compare an absolute return versus an annualized return, and then you want the annualized return to be greater, and you sell. Right? That makes the decision to sell.
Well, I gotta ask you guys this: what do you think is going to happen with the Twitter deal? You think Elon's going through the financial statements now and realizing that Twitter made up a whole bunch of subscribers with bots?
Let me see where it's at. So right now you have down to about $14, right?
If he doesn't make this deal, though, Twitter stock's massively overvalued anyways, but Twitter stock's going to get destroyed.
It's a game because he said he's not buying Twitter for the fundamentals. He's buying it for his political cause. So why would he care about the bots? He's playing a stupid game here.
Well, I've heard, this is just unsourced comments. I didn't check this, but I heard that the funding he had set up to purchase Twitter I mean, Tesla's fallen like 20% since the started. So I heard that he's having trouble getting funding with his Tesla shares as collateral now.
Yeah,
I mean, just find further funding from somebody else.
That was a risk from the beginning of this that I thought. I go, okay, dude, we're heading into the Fed, whether you believe them. I personally don't. I think they're going to start QE again, but I mean, that's a separate comment. But yeah, I just thought that was a massively risky thing to do. I go, anything can happen with a stock. The market can just get spooked, and irrationally, there can be a sell-off for no reason. You're holding, I have to believe Elon knows that Tesla is massively overvalued right now.
Of course.
So it's like, what is this game? You're going to sell. I mean, personally, even as massively overvalued as Tesla is, I'd rather have Tesla shares than Twitter shares.
Yeah. I mean,
so here's my thoughts about the deal. Whatever bank is considering loaning him money with Tesla shares as collateral, I would not own that company as an individual stock, because there's something wrong with their, risk analysis department if they think that loaning Elon money with Tesla shares as collateral is actually a smart idea. I don't know what bank is offering him funding, but
I mean,
I think it was Vanguard.
Oh crap! I got to sell VT tomorrow.
That's the first thing I would say to Elon, man. If I was a banker and he came in asking for a loan, I'd go, all right, what are you putting up for collateral? My Tesla shares. Okay, well, I did some napkin math, and I think Tesla right now is worth between 150 and 200. Why would I take your stocks?
Because it's Tesla, bro. I mean, duh.
Yeah, Goldman Sachs has never made any questionable decisions.
Yeah. Oh, Goldman, dude. What? I would never buy Goldman Sachs stock. I mean, like I looked at it and it was like, oh, this looks like a cheap stock. But then, like, I've read books about like their trading department and like the degenerate risks that they take.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
Dude, they've engaged in market manipulation, buying up. I remember reading an article about them buying up like tons of aluminum and then just storing it to artificially raise the price of aluminum because they have that much money.
It was Morgan Stanley.
Was it Morgan Stanley that did that?
Yeah, Goldman Sachs, in my personal opinion, is overvalued at the present moment. Well, actually, let me refresh what price they're at because maybe they're down from.
Yeah, I remember because I got an email the other day about Jeremy and Goldman Sachs. So.
Yeah, but they're still kind of overvalued because they should never be at the PB that they're at.
Yeah, there's some stocks that I look at, even if they look cheap on a fundamental basis, like Coinbase, for example. There's some stocks that I will never touch because I think the risks inherent in them, and or they're based on something, something else that could potentially destroy the stock, like Coinbase and crypto. I would never touch Goldman Sachs unless maybe if it was like $1 per share. Okay. But
I don't want to say I would never pick up any company because I mean, like there's the whole cigar butt theory.
Well, but think about Coinbase. Okay. Coinbase is literally 100% dependent on crypto. And if you think about, well, okay, if you're dependent on crypto is literally this insane, irrational, unpredictable, stupid thing. So like something like Coinbase, I don't know how to value that company. You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't want to make a blanket statement that, I wouldn't buy a company that I knew was failing just because I got it at the right price. Is that?
Yeah, you can make money, but I'm talking about there's some companies out there that I would never buy ever.
Yeah, I mean,
different for everybody. Like, I don't know, Fabio doesn't like Chinese stocks. God, I freaking hate you. But that's fine. Like, he probably has. It's like me and freaking Coinbase. Like, I would never buy Coinbase ever.
I wouldn't buy it either. Right now, I mean, unless I could get in to where they were going to liquidate the company and I could get in cheap and double my money really fast, then I would do it.
Yeah, like if a company has like a 80% chance to bankrupt, but like a 20% chance to like 10x or something, the expected value is positive, so it would be worth some percent, some small percentage.
Yeah,
you can't. Cole, did you just disagree with me on my channel? Goodbye, Cole.
I'll say this one thing about Coinbase is if you compare them to Voyager, Voyager is way more egregious than something like Coinbase.
Oh,
Voyager,
God.
I looked at that a year ago, and all I looked at was the negative increase in cash flows and the share dilution, and I didn't look one step further. And I was like, oh, I did a video on it. And again, people got mad at me where I'm like, listen, this is hot trash.
Yeah. But it's particularly like it's what Voyager does that Coin doesn't. And I was actually having an interesting discussion that Voyager does apparently like send you, it has this advertisement that they have that FDIC insurance. And I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same one. I'm just going off of what someone else told me, so people can confirm or deny this. And basically, it's for their actual dollars that you hold in the account. But most people go in there and they actually get the stable coins to get interest, the high interest on the stable coins. But
yeah, isn't Luna paying 20%?
Is it? I don't know what it is, but it's paying a high amount.
But something like that.
Maybe it's
and I was almost shocked. I'm like, how exactly are you going to pay 20% on this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't you just dilute the coin or something?
No. Well,
I don't know how stable coins work. So,
I mean, it entirely depends on how it is that they're doing it. So they could be staking the coin. So like they get maybe your money, then they buy the coin in question, then they can stake it. They can generate interest on that coin because it's proof of stake. In that instance, they could be generating income that way, or they can take your money, put it into commercial paper, which is incredibly risky. And during a liquidity crunch, definitely not where you want to be. And then they can pay interest that way. Or
Fabio, did you mean to say a liquidity crisis?
I don't know if he saw my video because also the Popular Investor also discovered recently that we are in one. And I was actually, I'm not like, I'm not jealous or anything, but like no credit or anything. But I'm not sure if I'm the one who should be receiving the credit or whatever. But
take it
because as long as he gets the message out there, that's all fine. I'm happy about that. But yeah, they could be also putting up loans against each other for collateral, and then it kind of over collateralizes the system between all these brokers like crypto.com. I know can be involved here. Voyager is another one. There's a bunch of them, but anyways, yeah. Well, okay. I see Echo said Luna used their own reserves. You mean the broker used their own reserve because Luna's not the broker itself. Luna's the coin part of the Terra system. And then you can use it in the Anchor protocol to actually lever yourself up even more, which is actually what I know that some people were doing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I want to address Square. So the last time I looked at Square, they had a massive explosion in revenue with from crypto trading. That's another stock I would not touch because, like, although their entire model isn't derived based on cryptocurrency, they had a significant amount of revenue come from crypto. Mm-hmm. So I would be very careful with Square. I mean, isn't that Jack Dorsey's company?
Well, I would eliminate the revenue because if you look at the gross profit, the gross profit shows you that they're barely making anything on the crypto, but it's making the revenue numbers look a lot better. Their revenue growth looked so much better with crypto involved, but the gross profit contribution was not that much because they're just, they're doing the buy and sell, selling it to you if you buy it. And I just very quickly wanted to address this Zeus guy. I already made the video, so go look at it for the Lafufu video.
Dumbass.
Lafufu.
Okay, you meant Anchor Protocol. Okay.
Square blew up this week, like up to the upside or downside?
I think both in a way.
Yeah, they actually, it's so bad they have to change the name to Triangle.
Let's see what funny. Square, my sweaty horsehair did.
They're down 9% this week.
You could call it
a temporary pop. Look, you guys don't understand what I try to say with these stocks. I don't care what the price fluctuation is. It's literally, is the business good or not? Fundamentally, that's all I care about. I bet you Tattooed Chef might go through a short squeeze. I would not be surprised. And if it did, guess what? I'm still going to criticize.
I mean, is that what happened on Friday?
Wait, what? What happened?
To a small
short
extent,
covering?
a lot of the heavily shorted stocks are up like 8 to 12%.
People were saying that. That's a possibility. I don't know. It's just that was kind of a weird random rally, but then again, the whole market was up, so maybe it was just
not really a squeeze so much as just shorts covering their positions.
Yes, that's what I think it could be. Taking profits. They could be taking their profits.
Brooklyn's here.
Truck stops here. Hey, Brooklyn, do you still want to collaborate with me? Remember that, fawning message you sent me where you're basically slobbering on my cock, trying to get to come on my channel? Yeah.
Hey, Brooklyn, remember that time you wanted to be on my channel and I said I'd let you on and then you just disappeared?
Or with Fabio, too, you little bussy. Remember Fabio actually set up a debate and like a total pussy, you backed out. You remember that, buddy? Yeah.
Yeah,
you and Mike Stathas would be best buddies.
Dude, I promise. I promise if I do have you on my channel, you don't have to put your Mr. T starter kit up for collateral.
And the funny thing is, remember the Pokemon card craze?
Oh, you're selling Pokemon.
The craze is over, you loser. Why are you doing Pokemon cards now? You missed it by like a year. I had a friend that made money off Pokemon cards last year when it was popular. Of course, this idiot's coming in last minute like, Pokemon cards.
Bro, Andre G did some video about some weird Pokemon card that was worth some ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, God.
And I was like, who pays for these things? Like, what purpose is this serving with your money? Like, they got them they got their cards in those like tough plastic containers where you got to screw it in.
Brooklyn, you're not going to expose anybody. You have no financial education. You have no idea what you're talking about. You pump penny stocks like a total freaking loser. Now you're doing Pokemon cards. What are you going to expose? Okay, most of us are financial professionals. What are you? You're just some freaking loan shark chump in your crappy little wherever you freaking live.
Yeah, when Jay challenged Brooklyn to a debate, Brooklyn disappeared faster when his child was born.
Remember the spectrum? Remember the spectrum.
Okay, well, Brooklyn, he does have a son. At least he does, it seems like he raises his son. So I'll give him that.
I do want to. He is right though. I'd like to point out, a strong man made a post.
Echoes, don't do it. He won't come on your channel. He'll bust you out.
Echoes. Anyways, email me. Let's do a video if you want to. If not, I understand.
Oh yeah, we need to have a vote. Should we let Echo? I know he's a certain type of
the Kendrick Lamar album just dropped, so we could talk about that.
should we let Echoes on the stream? Should we add him?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, Echoes. We'll start incorporating you if you can make it.
But I do want to point out, because I was right and everyone else here was wrong. Strong Man made a community post calling out Honest My Bonest on like Wednesday or something. I bought shares of it and sold Friday up 15%. I made $3.
Don't let him finish that sentence.
Bro, you are trades.
I knew Jeremy was not gonna be wrong on every single stock, and I was right. Honest My Bonest.
Brooklyn, just admit you're a total pussy, okay?
Yeah,
you are.
Not Echoes. Brooklyn, no, you didn't respond to me. I have all that stuff in my email.
Hey, Brooklyn, let me show you something. First of all, and I didn't even read the comment before I pulled this up. Brooklyn, you will never make $5 on your Pokemon cards, and I just made $5 from an adoring fan for nothing. Okay, you're a joke. You're a freaking joke. You have no value to add. Just delete your channel, you freaking loser. You're never going to go over 3,000 subscribers. You have nothing going on for you. You just benefited from a stupid stimmy check market. You're worthless. You're trash. Just stop. Give up.
Cole, you thought I was brutal? Cole, what? I'm brutal.
What's up?
No, from my other comments from the other stream.
Well, I didn't call
that was a smackdown.
Hey, hold on, guys.
1.2 million. Woo!
No, but I do have to slightly defend or just riff on this comment for a second. Somebody said, Brooklyn truck stop, share your portfolio. And your portfolio, the size of it, to me, I don't know. The way I look at it is, if you have a good investment process, it doesn't matter to me if you have like $500 in your portfolio.
Brooklyn.
Wait,
stop.
I never hit him up. I've never talked to this guy.
Yeah.
Why would anybody want to talk to you, Brooklyn?
What did you do to your mic?
For, like, entertainment value.
Brooklyn, if you're addressing me, I have to be helpful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Chris, talk real quick.
Can you hear me?
I think you changed mics or something.
Oh, you're right. Hold on a second.
Yeah, what'd you do, dude?
My
Probably
mic came
your
unplugged.
webcam. Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's better.
Yeah, that happens. Every time I freaking unhook my mic, it like resets it to my camera mic. So apparently my crappy webcam has a mic built into it.
I wish somebody would unplug Mike Stathas.
Brooklyn. Should we get Brooklyn on the stream right now?
Sure, whatever.
Nah, just kidding.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
so this loser posted pictures of my wife and my son on his freaking YouTube channel. Like a total freaking pussy. Now, if he actually knew me in person and knew how bad I would stomp his ass, he would never freaking do that. So no, Brooklyn, you are never coming on my channel, you freaking loser. Sorry. You missed your chance, man. You didn't insult my family. You might have had a chance to come on, but it's never happening now. And I'm never responding to any of your videos again.
Chris, I'd be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Brooklyn Truck Stop has any takedown defense. I don't think he can stop a double or single leg, dude. And I mean, you're right. I don't think he's going to know how to go to his back and pull a triangle on you for tackle.
You know how scared he would be if he actually saw me in person? Oh my God. I would crush you, you little punk. Crush you.
Bro, this is exactly what would happen, dude. He would use his autism strength on you and rip both your arms out.
It's called retard strength.
Speaking of Honest, did you guys see at the Honest annual stockholder meeting that Jeremy got kicked out?
He was on Jessica Alba.
Yeah,
was he taking pictures of Jessica Alba? Yeah.
No, they were showing off the product, and they changed. They were changing a baby's diaper, and when Jeremy saw it and smelled it, he thought it was a TTCF Buddha bowl, and he got confused and started eating it in front of everybody.
Oh my gosh.
The
jokes just write themselves, ladies and gentlemen. They just write themselves.
That should be a skit where they like have a baby like crap his diaper, and somebody's like, "Is somebody microwaving Tattooed Chef?"
But
like, what?
Of all of the ones that he's been talking about, of all of the ones, and that's like, listen to that before you listen to this next part. Of all the ones he's been recently talking about, Honest is the better one. It's the better one. That's why I said listen to what I'm saying.
At least they have a gross margin. That's
yeah.
Of all.
I was laughing at Brooklyn literally threatening us with like a felonious assault. He threatened to stab us in the
Brooklyn,
face.
yeah, Brooklyn, give us your name, please.
Please
give us your name.
Brooklyn, let me point this out to you. No, I don't get into physical altercations with people now that I'm a grown man, but I also own a lot of guns. So, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just looked it up. Brooklyn Stock Shop's IRL name is OJ Simpson.
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. You ready for this? Jeremy predicts upcoming CPI report, latest video. Oh, I'm sure that video is going to be so educational. I can't wait to watch it. Yeah. I'm actually getting kind of bored of making fun of Jeremy. I mean, maybe I'll get back into it, but maybe I'll have to move on to somebody else.
Well, here's a really serious question since he threatened to stab us. Is getting stabbed by a guy with retard strength worse than getting stabbed by a guy with normal strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you'd be annihilated.
He just stabs me in the face and I turn into a red mist.
You get thrown against the you freaking knock over the board behind you and get like stuck against the wall with a knife in you.
Oh gosh. If you guys have an opinion on Phil Town?
Who's that?
Phil Town. You know who Phil Town is?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Fabio.
I actually know. I know who Phil Town is. So I actually think his daughter's kind of not bad looking.
Kind of spicy.
Yeah, if she, I mean, obviously I'm married. She isn't bad.
Yeah,
that's my thoughts on Phil Town.
I have no opinions really on him that are positive or negative. I don't really keep too much track of him. I'm sure I ask BP what he thinks of Phil Town.
Yeah, butt pussy. What do you think about Phil Town?
Yeah, Fabio, I remember you
Say it.
Ignore me. Somebody go to the next conversation.
No, come on. You can't leave me hanging like that.
Well,
He's
come on,
like,
Cole,
this is
let's
too bad
go.
even for me.
Okay, no. So Fabio, do you remember last week when you told me, "Hey, did you see the movie starring Jeremy? He got the lead role." I said, "No, I haven't heard of that." And you sent me Forrest Gump. What was that about?
What?
Dude,
so everyone understands this did not happen. This did not happen.
Actually, I remember something about Forrest Gump. That's true.
Oh, bro. Teaming up.
No, I'm gonna check our text.
No, it was Cole who sent that. Cole sent Forrest.
I didn't say anything about Forrest Gump.
You sent a picture, a photo of Forrest Gump.
Did I?
Yeah, someone sent a photo of Forrest.
Yeah,
Gump.
someone keeps sending a photo of women's mouths and pretending they're buttholes. I wonder who that is.
Oh, that was because of one comment you made. So I was like, all right, I zoomed in to the mouth. I'll accept that one. I'll take credit.
Hey Cole, we need to talk about Diamond Hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Might honestly be one of the best growing channels right now.
Okay, Cole. We need to hook you guys up. What would you think if I got her on the stream?
I think that would be a terrible introduction.
Why? Are you getting butterflies right now? Are you nervous?
No, I just don't want to be like, so how and then meanwhile the entire comment section is like so yeah, I think maybe just a nice I don't know, a nice red wine and tattooed chef in person,
Honestly, like, if we had her on the stream, Cole's room would be like perfect, like immaculate. Like the bed would be made. There'd be more lights on in the room.
That's why I only have one light bulb in my room.
I want to ask this Dukes Cole. Who did you hear that from?
What?
Dukes Cole's comment. He was an inflationista.
Oh, I thought you were calling me a Duke.
No, Dukes Cole. Who did you hear that from, Dukes Cole?
LaFufu?
Technically, inflation can't go negative.
Kathy Wood.
Deflation.
Where did you learn all this from? Not here. Where did you learn this from? I'm just trying to say. LaFufu said it.
Well, he did say he think there's going to be deflation because he basically parroted Kathy Wood.
Yeah. But...
There seemed to be some comments throughout the entire stream. What? I need to do a fucking chargeback. God damn.
She's married? Oh, Cole, you just got fleeced. You could have given that $20 to me.
No, I mean, I figured, she's an Ivy League graduate,
Oh, here's her husband right here, Ed Marr.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, Cole,
how do y'all know she has a boyfriend? Like, where's this coming from?
The internet's a wonderful place.
She makes videos with him on OnlyFans.
Oh, she's got multiple husbands. Look, she's married to me.
Nice.
Everybody's married to her, man. Holy crap.
Except me. Everyone else is.
She's married to everybody in the world except for Cole.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I've never seen Fabio's wife on camera. So
yeah, she's been on camera, but she doesn't like to be too often.
Chris, put up Julius Caesar's comment down there at the bottom.
Chad.
Cole. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to find a new because there's not. Look, obviously my YouTube channel isn't gonna make it, so I've got to find the next upcoming grifter and put a ring on it. Slow down, Chris.
50 states, guys.
There's this not that I don't find this girl attractive. Not that that matters, you know.
Who?
I don't even remember. It's like Sarah Finance or something. But I sent a photo because she has like 400,000 subscribers, and
Sarah Finance. Let's
Yeah.
go investigate.
she's only like 22, and she has like she makes like millions of dollars, from like drop shipping and YouTube and TikTok and stuff. Anyway, she made this video about like something to do with how she's gonna make $1 million passive income a year or something, and she's like, "I'm gonna buy this home, and my mortgage payment's gonna be $1,400, and I'm gonna rent it out for $2,000 a month. So that means my net profit is $700 a month." I was like, "Did she just fail doing 20 minus 14?" And then edit it? Like she edited the video and made a graphic for it showing 20 minus 14 equals 7.
She looks very Italian.
She looks very not my type.
You know, like
What What about invest with Rose?
Oh my god, that is my type. I already know who you're talking about. I almost sent a picture of it.
How many super chats have you given to invest with Rose?
I don't think she live streams.
Bro, yeah, she's an absolute smoke show.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, like
I'll disagree. I think she's too old.
Oh, gee, this guy.
Jesus.
I would go for younger.
Racism in chat.
Well, just to respond to you, Duke's Cole, the only reason I was asking was because a lot of people were kind of like late to the party in that conclusion. I was just curious on who you heard it from or who you were hearing that from. So,
this whole time I thought Echoes was my boy, and he's got Diamond Hands added on social media.
Cole, you know you already have her on every freaking social media platform.
I have Discord and I have YouTube. Those are my only social media.
Echoes is hooking up with Cole's girl. That's who we're.
Let's see. I want to follow her on Twitter. I'll do some sleuthing around, see if I can find.
Yeah, you should follow her second Twitter.
Second Twitter.
It's a little more enjoyable.
Is there a second Twitter and OnlyFans account? Or?
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah.
Oh, she has a wedding ring on.
That bitch.
Look, all right, I'm gonna break Cole's heart. We have to see this.
Uh-oh.
She has a wedding ring on in this photo. Sharing right now. See that, Cole? Do you see that?
Well, that's she's married to Luna, so.
Cole's like, can't believe I gave her.
oh, that's the source.
That's the famous photo. Where's the wedding ring? She's got to have another one on there. That's not Cole taking her to dinner.
Yeah, who the fuck's on the other side of the table?
Yeah, Cole.
She likes Oatly. Okay. Here it is. There it is.
She do all of Jeremy's videos. I can't hate the hustle on her. The only way I would hate on her is if she started a $20,000 course. And then even then I would still be nice because she is hot.
Yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, so I've now I'm gonna stop uploading investing videos. I'm not gonna start uploading red pill videos, trash and feminism. It's gonna be fun. MGTOW stuff, it's gonna be
your channel would explode. If you look at how popular that crap is.
Yeah, dude, the red pill channels are like absolute dumbasses, and they have like 3 million subscribers. I'm like, god damn.
I need to start strongman red pill services or something.
I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna hop on the bandwagon. Women suck.
Let's just
I don't even know. Can somebody explain to me? There's like 50 different pills now. There's like
the God pill,
red pill,
Viagra,
white pill, black. I don't even. People talk about this and they reference it, and I could go look it up, but I just really don't care that much.
Yeah, Cole's definitely black
I don't
pill.
know. Yeah,
I don't know that one. I know red pill is a reference to the Matrix.
Red pill, blue pill, Matrix reference. But then they
basically, if you're blue pill, you're a soy boy, and if you're red pill, you're a Chad.
So obviously, I'm red pilled.
Yeah, strongman's red pilled. Fabio's blue pilled.
What? Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I mean you're married, dude.
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah, I was like, he's
Yeah,
married.
but the difference is, Strongman's wife came in and told him he needed to stop streaming. He slapped her across the face. Fabio was just like, yes, dear, I'll stop streaming.
That is true. You never interrupt my stream. If you're watching right now, woman, try it. See what happens.
And she is required to watch your stream to raise the viewership.
you have no
Oh,
idea
yeah,
how hard I would laugh if she came in there and twisted your ear. She goes, "We got to talk."
I'm sorry, honey. Please, no.
Dude, what pill do you think Brooklyn truck stop took? The pink pill?
Retard pill.
Probably the pill. Redacted.
The retarded Elmer Fudd pill. I don't know.
Are you guys gonna buy any stocks this week? By the way,
No.
Oh, that's a good question. Are we a stock channel?
I do have
Fabio.
Fabio.
I'm going to buy VT on Monday. $500
go.
automatic deposit.
BT.
Fabio, I lied to you during the when we were off camera. I bought 9 shares of BTI.
9 shares of BTI. What's BTI at? Because that one's
$40, man, just hanging in there, dude, paying like a 7% dividend.
Do you have it set to reinvest?
No.
No?
Yes, dividends are reinvested, but I'm not
Okay.
I'm not dollar cost averaging into it.
Yeah, you're
This
just
is bullish
kinda
on
letting it go.
BTI right here.
Yeah, you have to be red pilled to do chewing tobacco.
I'm actually, I think the tobacco stock BTI, I think that's a great company. Like people think, oh, tobacco's dead, but tobacco ain't freaking dead, man. It ain't never going away. Ever.
Yeah, Fabio is the only person in the world who knows what my taxable account looks like. It is not VT.
Wait, I do. Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. You sent me. Yeah.
What do you have in
Yeah.
your Cole, what is
It's
your
just me
portfolio?
selling options on everything.
Cole, do you actually have what is your actual index? Like, what do you invest in? I need to know.
Everything in a tax advantaged account is in right now. It's in emerging markets, but the goal is for it to be in VT.
You
The
know
goal
who's
is
up?
sell it right now and buy VT. What's the problem?
Well, I'm just looking at. I don't know if you've read Vanguard's projections for the next decade.
Yeah, it's that you're going to outperform everything.
Yeah, Vanguard has emerging markets. I think returning somewhere around 7% the next 10 years, and
That's all the analysis you need. Just
yeah, and they have America returning 4%. So I sold everything. That was all I needed. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you might be right. You might be right, but you might also be catastrophically wrong too.
Could also be wrong, but I fully believe in China, Taiwan, and India. So if anyone from those countries is watching this live stream, sub to my channel. I'll be making more pro India videos in the future. And also women lie to you.
I will say, remember, just like this serious note, no joking here, but just remember that a lot of American companies are international companies. Like, okay, Philip Morris, take Philip Morris, take Philip Morris, right? Not Altria, take PM, ticker symbol PM. Keeping on the theme of cigarette companies. Well, that one's an American stock, purely international.
BTI.
Or BTI, but that's
BTI.
British American tobacco, but still. Yeah,
BTI.
there you go.
Well, isn't
BTI.
BTI? Isn't that it's a British? I mean, isn't
British?
that a British company?
It was a merger between the British company and the American, I think Reynolds or whatever, Reynolds American, whatever. So British American Tobacco was the new company.
Yeah, I'm partial to them just simply because this is my favorite tobacco. I'm pretty sure they have Grizzly as one of their brands. So if I was going to buy a tobacco stock, it just based on a personal preference, it'd probably be BTI.
Yeah,
Yes, I need everyone to mark on their calendar May 14th, 2032, and come tell me whether emerging markets outperform BT.
You might be right.
So
I'm not.
10 years, we'll find out 10 years from now.
Which ETF is it? So I won't make. I'm not gonna make a video.
The ETF is VWO.
VWO, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll see like their holdings, and then I'll be like,
It's Taiwan Semiconductors is number one, then Tencent, then Baba are the top three.
Fabio's like, oh, I know what I'm going to say about this. Julius, I will quit, guys. Okay, I don't want to die early. I go through cycles. Like I'll quit for a year or two. Then I'll go back.
I do feel. I wouldn't tell you how to live your life, but yes, I feel uncomfortable when I see you do the old dip.
You feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the videos that their jaws are gone? Strongman.
Okay, but that's like an extreme. It doesn't happen to every single dipper. I mean, yeah, it will probably kill you faster.
Yeah. Everyone, I need complete silence from everyone. Chat, I hope you're ready for this one. I think Strongman took by the dip too literally. We like to have fun here.
That's a good one. Have
y'all seen the Meet Kevin music video, the Buy the Dip one?
Yes.
That's funny. Yeah.
It is a good one. That's a good one. Someone made that. He didn't make that.
Yeah, that's
why I made that for him. But I'm gonna look at this VWO. They got Valet. Okay. A lot of Brazilian companies too.
Yeah, that's mainly why I was hoping if I owned Brazilian companies, I would get DMs from Brazilian women. That was the main reason.
Well, Echoes. Okay, I'm actually really good at quitting tobacco. I've quit tobacco 1,000 times.
Just not right now.
Yeah. No, but I actually have perfected quitting tobacco. The best way is cold turkey. I stop, and then here's what happens. So like I'll quit for like 3 or 4 months.
He quits for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. And then my friends are like, hey, you want to smoke a cigar? And I'm like, okay, I'll have one cigar. And then it just goes downhill from there. Then it's just a freaking train wreck. So
you could start using meth, just like forget about tobacco, just escalate it.
That's true.
Escalate, or you're just doing heroin in your daughter's room.
You see, I'm just getting like thinner and thinner, and like I have like pock marks on my face.
I'm like, Chris, what's going on, man? You buying VT? You're like, selling VT.
No. I need to sell VT for some stuff. No, you should also
buy my fucking
crocodile.
Oh, you're like rots your freaking flesh.
Yes, crocodile.
Buy my investing courses.
Yeah. No.
There's actually, I forget what his name is, but there's a YouTuber. He was super popular like several years ago. He's kind of died down, but he still has like some hardcore fans. And like every like month or so, he will start a Kickstarter. For like he's like, oh, I'm gonna make a new video game. It's always some project that would cost like tens of thousands of dollars to like get going. But his goal is always like $60 or like whatever like the price of crack is, because it's clearly just him scamming for drugs.
Oh, I didn't see the Janagi. Did you say you're buying anything? I didn't catch.
Not this week. Last week I bought some shares of BTI, but I'm not buying anything this week. Probably here and there, I'm going to be picking up shares of BTI while I still think it's cheap. But I'm not like, it's not like an every month thing. It's just, all right, I have some extra money.
Okay, I'm gonna reveal the horrible truth of index investing with Chad, as you guys can see my name is.
Oh.
My play last week was I sold 2 put spreads on Citibank, $400 collateral, and I got $146 premium. It's already up 30%. So I've got. So yeah, I'm just building up screenshots so that I can finally open my. In fact, I texted Fabio the name. Let me get the. I'm starting a course soon. It's
You got to have the photo.
It's the course title is
ass with VWO.
Selling options for passive income to retire early and live the life you want, with a giant picture of me on the beach holding a laptop. So.
All right, with that note, ladies and gentlemen, we need to close the stream out. It's been 2 hours. So I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry.
But you guys should buy VT, though. Don't.
No, you should go all in VWO. 100%.
Maybe.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Put up Echo's comment.
Wait, what?
Put up Echo's comment.
All right, guys. Bye.